Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, my Leos. How are you guys today? My name is Francine, and this is my channel Manifold Destiny with another zodiac reading. I actually channeled a few phrases for you guys, so I want to just preface everything by stating if nothing resonates with you, don't try to force it. If it resonates with you, let me know, and yeah, like, share, comment, do whatever you desire, honestly, because I'm here to serve the collective by giving these channeled messages and tarot readings out. So without further ado, the two phrases that I received for you guys. The first thing I received was a sense of, and I heard the words, take charge. There's a need for a number of you Leos to actually take charge in something. There's a specific person this may resonate with, which is very interesting. I got the phrase restraining order. So is there someone that you guys have a restraining order on? Because that specific situation is being highlighted here. So there's a sense of you either having a restraint or having like a sense of feeling restrained from a certain purpose or a certain task you wanted to achieve. Or there is a sense of someone having a literal restraining order for you guys. I want to definitely see what Spirit has to say, but there's a sense of you taking charge and being empowered in this moment, okay? Don't recluse or hide or try to kind of like ignore something. There's something that you guys have to address in regards to taking charge on something. So I'm going to see what Spirit has to say on that, okay? Spirit, what would you like to say for our Leos that are watching? For the Leos past, present, and future that are going to be watching. That feels strong. Spirit, what would you like to tell the Leos? And I'm hearing 4, so we're going to do 4 cards here. What would you like to tell our Leos today? One more, Spirit. Can I have one more? There we go. Alright, so let's see what Spirit is trying to say. So the first card we have here is the Hierophant. And when I heard take charge, this makes a lot of sense because there's this sense that you are in this elevated stance or this position in your business, in work. And there's a sense of you needing to take charge of a decision that needs to be made. There's a sense of you maybe being... It's interesting. I have a sense that you guys are cool with somebody, but there's a need for you to actually say, hold up. We're too comfortable with each other. I'm your boss. I'm your colleague. I'm your friend. But I need you to recognize that because there's something that you're doing that's not okay. There's a sense for you of needing to take initiative, guys. And then we have here the 8 of Swords, feeling kind of stuck in your mind about something. You feel torn. You feel like if I do one thing, I'm somehow negating another thing. If this person's my friend, if I tell them that they're doing something that really pisses me off or that isn't okay, maybe they're going to think that I'm not their friend, or they're going to think that, or I'm going to be a bad friend. There's a sense of you kind of going back and forth in your mind space, and that won't assist you at all. There's a sense for you of needing, and we have here the 9 of Swords, of needing to not spend sleepless nights wondering and worrying about something. There's something that you guys are really thinking about that will be alleviated. The problem will be alleviated if you take charge of it and take the necessary steps. If that involves putting someone on a restraining order, do it. Because if you feel like someone is undermining your attention, undermining your energy, then you do not owe them anything. Okay, so the next one we have here is the Ace of Wands. Take action. Do what needs to be done. Be the one to start the conversation. Start the action needed. There's necessary action that needs to be taken, okay, guys? So let's see what your spirit guides are trying to say. What are your ancestors trying to say about the situation? Because it's very clear here. Very clear. And you may say in this video, it's not clear to me, but there's a sense of you're overcomplicating something that isn't meant to be complicated. Okay, I have one more card, Spirit, for my Leos. Alrighty, awesome. So we have 3 cards here. First card we have is family connections. Respect, people, and kinship. What's interesting is that there may be some like disorder among family members that you may be caught in the middle of. You may be taking a side that isn't, you may be taking a side when you don't need to. There's a sense of overthinking and maybe over-evaluating a situation and maybe becoming too engrossed in it to where you're now having a hard time seeing things clearly and you're worrying about it. There's a sense of you needing to rely on your ancestors to help you through this difficulty. If you're not dealing with family, this is about your ancestors trying to connect with you. There's a sense of integrating your culture, and we all have some things to say about our own respective cultures. I mean, my culture, I'm Jamaican in my ethnicity, but I have been born in the US, so I feel like my family connections, there's sometimes this sense of not fitting in with my family because I don't sound like them. Okay, so there's a sense of you trying, maybe there's a need for you to reintegrate yourself and to see that you are a part of your unit, that you're not meant to necessarily be the black sheep amongst your ancestors. You may be the black sheep amongst other people that are not of a higher frequency, but there are people in your ancestry, those that are with you and guiding you right now, that are your family. Allow them to be that for you, okay? Don't distance yourself from them. We have here, clear your mind, be present, focus, and embrace. Allow yourself to be embraced by the people that accept you. Okay, your clan, your soul tribe, the people that understand you. Don't get yourself worked up over this nonsense or whatever it is that is going on. It may not be nonsense in the sense that it's valid, but it's causing you a lot of stress and duress, okay? So next we have here, enjoy new beginnings. Which is really cool because that is exactly the message. There's a sense of you taking charge of your life, of taking charge of a specific situation and allowing yourself to make the changes necessary and to not care what anyone else has to say about that. Allow yourself to clear your mind and see things clearly. And I felt very drawn earlier on to look at the bottom of the deck. We have the Ten of Pentacles. So we're definitely talking about a legacy of some sort. Maybe there's a family member of some sort that is not in order in how they're coming across to you. And there's a need for you to say, no, I'm taking charge of my life. You're not going to tell me how to live or what to do with my life, okay? And this is for people that respectfully are doing that because they recognize that they don't resonate with the mentality of some people. Okay? You still love your family, but there's a need for you to do what is right for you, guys. What would you like to say, Archangels? What would you like to say to my Leos here? What would you like to say? 2 more, please. Yeah, there we go. 1 more, please. Alright, well. Alright, so we have 3 cards. We have 2 archangels and another angel here. So we have the first one. Let's put in order for you guys. The first one here is Change Your Life. Archangel Chamuel. A sudden revelation that offers freedom. Break free of procrastination. Embrace the opportunities that change brings. There's a need for you to see that you are moving forward out of an energy. I'm getting the devil energy because that is primary. That's what happens prior to number 16. Number 15 is usually the devil. So there's a sense of you getting out of a space of toxicity with a relationship and going into this movement forward for what benefits you. Okay, and all that takes is just a step with the Page of Michael. This is like the Page of Swords. An exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. Review contracts or documents very thoroughly. So if you're actually taking out a restraining order, I'm sorry that you're going through that situation. And I know that you will be protected and guided through that entire experience, because there's a need for you to be and to operate in your perception and with your intuition with documents, okay? Make sure you carefully look at your documents and be aware of anything that may be misleading, okay? So there's a need for you to For instance, if someone comes to you with a lawyer that's not as highly regarded, make sure that you address and research that lawyer. You address all the documentation, that you take the steps necessary to look at the details, the fine print, okay? And the last one we have is your energy, the sun. Okay, so we have life is wonderful. Thrive through the process or the power of positive thinking and inspiring success, if you guys can see that. So there's just so much beauty waiting for you. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak. There's going to be a lot of insight that comes through you moving forward and taking the steps necessary to protect yourself. Archangel Uriel and Shamuel would be very helpful for you to look into, as well as Michael, who is a protector as well. So you guys are in good hands, okay? I'll state. But I love you guys, and I know that things will work out in your favor and your highest good. So take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.